Yo, welcome back to another episode of the Mightyverse. Real quick, I want to give a quick disclaimer, right? So these videos that you're about to see has already been filmed. The only thing was they were on my other channel. However, if you didn't get a chance to watch those or live in the moment with me, how about you can live in the moment with me now? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and grab your popcorn, kick back, enjoy the show. Welcome to the Mightyverse, man. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Peace. Wow. Wow. I don't even know where to start this video, but for starters, just to be real, cause I don't know where to start the video. Just to be real, that man Drake's just a crybaby. You know, I honestly, I've been staying out the way for quite some time because, you know, I'm a rapper and I was like, cool. And I was honestly enjoying the beef and everything, just like everybody else. And I was like, I'm gonna keep my opinion to myself. But then he's done so many things where it's just questionable. Like, does he not care about his legacy? Does he not care about his legacy at this point? So here's a man who's had his differences with K-Dot, with Kendrick Lamar, ever since whenever, you know, could have, you know, everybody knows Control, that verse and everything, but as far as however intentions, whatever, we don't necessarily know. It could be like fake hellos and like real goodbyes type shit where it's like, I don't really fuck with you. But let's just say for the sake of conversation, it started after Control dropped. And from that moment, Drake already knew Kendrick was a problem. He knew he was a threat to him, and I feel, well, not just only I feel, but it's been documented as far as What's the Dirt, his channel. The YouTuber, he's another story, but as far as whatever was reported on that, I knew I wasn't the only one that picked up on all those subtle shots. Like I said, I'm a rapper, so you know what I'm saying, I'm in tune with that. And I was like, bro, it's a cold war going on between these two guys right here. You feel me? And lo and behold, 2024 came around and shit got cracking. it got cracking, and it's what he was asking for this whole time, Drake. Because even though he said this on push-ups, big talk, and he already stated that, you know, they had a history of like bruh, this joint's been brewing, pretty much. Like, it's been brewing. We already knew it was boiling to a head, and here it is. And back in, I believe, 2017, Kendrick Lamar had the song Element. That shit fire, by the way. Talking about, if I gotta slap a pussy ass nigga, I'm gonna make it look sexy. And then he also said, most of these people throw rocks and try to hide their hand, but say his name and I promise that you'll see Candyman. And from that point forward, people knew Kendrick Lamar as the boogeyman. And I feel, truth be told, like, I feel this man, he's giving Drake nightmares. I feel like he's giving Drake nightmares, bruh.
Freaky ass nigga.
Get away, boy.
Not like ox.
Get away, boy.
Freaky ass nigga. 6'9" guards. Freaky ass nigga. 6'9" guards. Freaky ass nigga. You a freaky ass nigga. Freaky ass nigga. You a freaky ass nigga. 6'9". You a freaky ass nigga.
No, I'm not a freaky ass nigga. I'm not a freaky ass nigga. Stop saying that. No.
Are you my friend?
No.
And like, I know whatever he's going to act like, I'm not phased. Like, you know, Lil Yachty say he's not phased.
He didn't give a he was genuinely unfazed. I respected it a lot, and I talked to him. That didn't bother him. So
He's taught him he's not phased. Academics, like everybody that quote unquote was in his circle or is in his circle, stating that he's not phased. Like, bruh, that song, that battle was very damning. Like, no pun intended. Like, y'all see what I did there? Damn. Like, bruh, that thing was so damning from Euphoria. He's just like, he came out like, you know what I'm saying, reading Drake, breaking down his character. Drake came out with push-ups and was just literally egging him on, like, yo, okay, nah, this is what you want. And he's putting it like how I received it or how I seen it. He was saying like, okay, playing victim. He was already playing victim from jump. Like, hey, I don't see how I put you on the song. I did a song for you, and you want to say you want to compete with me to be the top guy. Okay, we'll see who's talking about you in 10 years. We're still talking about the guy. We're still talking about it. How is it that you've been poking the bear all this time and you playing victim? How is it that? I don't like that. He's playing victim. Like, literally, he's like rap's first Karen. Like, you know, playing victim, and as soon as somebody reacts, oh my gosh, crying fucking white tears. Like, bruh, like, what's up with that?
You lied about your Ghost Riders.
You can't keep getting away with it. He can't keep getting away with it. He won't.
And then I'm like, I don't like it because I'm saying, like, outside looking in, I feel his team should literally tell him, like, bro, just chill out. Like, his team must not want him to win, truthfully. You know what I'm saying? I know they say the quote unquote mole in the camp or whatever it is, but he has too many yes men in his corner to say, like, yo, you're right, and you know, you did not lose the battle. Like, bro, you got whooped. It's simple. You got whooped. And you're saying you're not phased. Like, okay, you're not phased, but regardless, at the end of the day, if you weren't phased, why are you suing? That's when we sit up. Why are you suing? This is hip hop. You have Maul from New Rory and Maul podcast, who's been I say solid as far as before the battle started, and then you just made him turn freaking oblivious due to y'all's friendship. It's like nobody holds you to the fire to the point where that man's a yes man.
True. Throughout his career, Drake has intentionally and successfully used UMG to distribute his music and poetry to engage in conventionally outrageous back and forth rap battles to express his feelings about other artists. He now seeks to weaponize the legal process to silence an artist's creative expression and to seek damages from UMG for distributing that artist's music, which is basically like, well, Drake, we've put out your music when you said crazy shit about people this whole time, but now because somebody called you a pedophile and you lost the rap battle, now you're using the legal process to sue us when you've been engaging in rap battles.
Yeah, but that's not. And again, I can't, because no matter what I say on the situation, it's gonna look like I'm just riding for my guy. But what I'm saying is, you can't look at it like that, because
if you have people like Maul in your corner, if he has, I don't even know if I'm talking to you, Drake, or if I'm talking just people like watching the video, but if he has people like Maul in his corner saying, oh yeah, no, this is that, that's this, like telling him painting him the picture he wants to see instead of reality, like, bruh, come, like, get out, like, bruh, live in freaking reality, like, bruh, okay, it's okay, you got whooped. You asked for it, you got whooped. You got your ass handed to you. All right, cool. So what's next? What I felt and what a lot of people feel he should have done is literally say, okay, cool. Admit to it. Say, all right, that's on there. But regardless, I stepped out. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that's what we respect. Win, lose, or draw, bro, you gotta respect your name enough to defend your name type shit. So I respect him stepping up to the plate. However, the stuff after the fact where it's like, just because money is losing money or whatever, endorsed, I don't know, but he knew what the risk was when stepping in the ring. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it costs money to fund a war. And you going to battle, to rap battle, but somebody that you didn't just start beefing with out of last year. You said this shit's been brewing up. You said it with your own mouth. This shit's been brewing up. And I honestly felt like he used Cole. I'm gonna get to that on another video, but I honestly feel like he said Cole in the middle of that to say, okay, you gonna rap on my side. We'll get to that to another story, but regardless, it went from the petition to now suing to now mentioning and snitching on streamers, saying like, oh, that's why the numbers spike up. Like, bro, the song was hot. And then you're gonna have people once again like Maul, and if he's in your corner saying like, "Oh no, that shit ain't it," like, bro, y'all jacking it. If he's in your corner, you got people in your corner like that, like, bro, deep down, they feet is tapping. They like dun 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 dun.
Not like us is dope. I like that record.
Yeah,
and I like Euphoria.
Okay,
but that me.
Oh shit, I did show it. Nah, Not Like Us is my number one. I ain't gonna lie to you. It was. Not Like Us, Bent, Euphoria, Family Matters, and Push Ups. I don't even know how it was number one, but fuck it. It was number one though, for real.
Like, bruh, that joint is a hit. Flat out. And my thing is, I don't like it because I don't like how he handling this. If the shoe was on the other foot and he whooped Kendrick ass on this, bruh, he would be wanting all the glory, be basking, be like, oh, well, yeah, I did that. Like, I'm the real boogeyman. You know what I'm saying? Like, and by all means, it would have to go to him because that's, if he won, then he won. But you can't tell me that he would have been suing and then the simple fact that the petition was for independent artists. No.
Come on, son.
No. Bruh, that was for you.
Hate Drake, they're not slow.
Maul, people like Maul who push the freaking narrative saying like, oh, that's for the people. Oh, you know, against the industry. Brother, you've been using the industry to help fund your career this whole freaking time. And nobody's telling you the truth in your camp. Like, bro, what is it going to take to just be told the truth? And the best way to honestly come out of this is putting your pride aside. Drake has to put his pride aside. He has to admit, for one, that he lost. Instead of all these woe is me raps. It worked back then. But now, like, people see you as how they see you. You feel me? People see Drake as how they see Drake now. And I feel like with the veil being removed from a lot of people's eyes, it's causing him to become uncomfortable because I feel like with the fame and the money and the accolades, he could hide who he truly was all this time. And, you know, I feel like it's a lot of insecurity because it's like once all those stuff start being stripped from him, now he's left bare because it's like, bro, who am I? And if that's the question that he's asking himself, it would be a perfect time to say, okay, let me take some time away. Let me dip out for a little bit. Like, he works all the damn time. Let me dip out. Let me regather my mind, recenter. And and I know it's crazy because what Kendrick said on Meet the Grams, like, I suggest some ayahuasca, rip the ego from the bottom. And it sounds crazy. Maybe not ayahuasca, but he really needs a moment of clarity, a come to Jesus moment. That's funny. That's funny. But like, he literally needs like to understand, like, it's okay that he lost that, but to change up the whole entire gameplay when you were throwing rocks all these years, it wasn't just him throwing rocks. You were throwing rocks and hiding your hand, literally. And that's why Kendrick said, people throw the rocks and hide their hand, but say his name and I promise that you'll see Candyman. We thought you were prepared. We thought he was prepared. Kendrick just got the one up. And then now it's like everybody who says anything outside of what this man wants to hear is automatically an enemy, is automatically an op, a fragile op. Bruh, people are trying to tell you what it is and what's wrong. And as far as intervention, like, if your homies ain't gonna tell you what it is and why you missing, like, bruh, why not listen to the people that's been supporting? Like or people that you even worked with in the past. Like, if it's something has to, it can't just be, oh, I'm not the issue, everybody else is the issue, but yet you say 20v1. Why is it a 20v1? At that point, you're like, okay, why does everybody have beef with me? Like, what is it I did? What? Huh? What is it? All he has to do is literally dip out, regather himself, and come back hella strong. Like when he had dropped headlines after, what was it? Thank Me Later, and came back out of the blue with headlines. Whether he wrote it or not, that's another story. I don't care. But as it was received from the masses, I was like, bro, this joint is a hit. And so was Take Care, the album. Man, yo, it's so unfortunate. I know, like, we talk about missing the old version of people, but I truly do miss the old version of Drake, or at least the Drake that we all fell in love with, as far as like the heart to heart Drake, where it's like, yo, like, this nigga would spill his feelings out. Like, that's the Drake that will be like, yo, okay, I lost the battle, but and take accountability. I feel all that's really lacking is the A word, accountability. If he was to take accountability for stuff that he's done and say, okay, I was just, I let whatever get to my head, I overdid it, I overplayed my hand, I was messed up, I apologize, y'all. That would be so human of him to be like, to say something like that. You know what I'm saying? Whether he can mend relationships or not, just being able to admit that. But I feel like his pride and the ego and the yes men that's around him is just going to tear him down further. And at the end of the day, it makes us question his legacy in this, because when he had got caught for or exposed for ghostwriters, it was swept under the rug. Why? Because that was Drake. However, it was still a blemish on his pen. It was still a blemish on his career, on how people perceived him. But since it's Drake, we're gonna sweep that to the side. However, this battle and the things that came after the battle, as far as the suing, the petition, the exposing streams, when you use streamers yourself to say, hey, stay online, like, bruh, what? Like, what? It's literally crying. It's literally crying now. Whereas, like, if he had won the battle, he would not have been doing any of this. He would have been going town to town showing the trophy. And that would be his right to gloat and all of that. But I do feel like this is a great time for Drake. And it may sound crazy, but it's a great time for him, because I feel like it would, if he moves about it the right way, he can become more level to say, okay, I got too big for, my head was too big. It was filled with too many different things, so many things. And his life is very busy, like a lot, so, but regardless, I feel like it's a great moment that he's at, before the lawsuit, of course. But even yet and still, like, just a moment of self-realization, because everybody in this world don't have their shit together. So hiding behind the riches, the wealth, the women, the accolades, you take all of that, who are you? Now, I feel like this battle, after the aftermath of it, instead of sitting with yourself and saying, and trying to answer that question for himself, or it's like he's done the opposite and said, woe is me, it's everybody else but me, everybody else problem but me. I don't know, man. But all I do know, Maul, he be saying that ain't hip hop. It's not hip hop. I ain't jacking that. Like, bruh, I have a question for that man. Is this hip hop? And if it is, what the hell happened to it? I'm out, man. Live from the Mighty Verse. Tapping on the next one. Shit crazy.
One thing I learned in my life is this, y'all. This is one thing I learned in my life, bro. The biggest L's come from not knowing how to take an L. That's how I honestly believe that shit. The further you go with not accepting an L, the more L's you will obtain. You're literally building the L's up, and you're making your first L even bigger. That's all I gotta say about that.